First thing we've got to do is move out alongside the donor vehicle. Once it's safe, steer away. We need to finish parallel and straight with the donor vehicle and just within the door's width. Sometimes a left signal would help to say that we're staying and parking, but as soon as you have stopped, select reverse as soon as possible. Okay, to get back to our turning point, the first turning point is going to be where our rear wheels of our car are past the end of the donor vehicle. And the best way to judge this, our rear wheels sit usually on most vehicles that we drive just underneath the rear seats. So if we reverse back until our rear seats are past the end of the donor vehicle, we know our rear wheels are in that position, so we're ready to turn. So same things as normal, prepare the car, observe, and then we maneuver. And like I said, rear seats need to be just past the end of the vehicle. Okay, what we then need to do is once it's safe, we'll probably have another check around everywhere. We'll be putting some steering onto the left. Now all cars are different, but to be honest, this generally works with most vehicles. What we're going to be doing once it's safe is moving slowly and then steering one steer to the left hand side. That's 360 degrees. And what that will be doing is heading the car in towards the curb like this. This next turning point is the key to doing this manoeuvre well. What we're going to be looking for is the road surface to disappear in our left mirror. The further we head back towards the curb, the less of the road surface we see. When it disappears fully, we're going to be steering full right lock as quickly as we can. Some cars may be suited to just turning 2 full steers to the right, but most of the time full right lock is suitable. At this turning point, we must sit in a normal seating position and keep our position still, and we must go really slow with the car to combine with our fast steering. We'll end up in a consistent position from the curb. At this point, if we were to end up too far away from the curb, it would mean our mirror position would need to be adjusted down slightly. If we were to end up too far away from the curb at this point, our mirror position needs to be adjusted up slightly. And by a little bit of trial and error, we can then find our perfect mirror position to find a consistent place to finish next to the curb. The final turning point is quite a straightforward one. It's quite similar to reverse around the corner if you've done this before. You're straightening up, hopefully if you can see enough out of the back window over in this area, you'll be able to see this curb in the back window, and when it reaches approximately the middle of the back window, that's when you're going to be straightening your wheels. And most cars with power steering, it's approximately 1.5 turns of your wheel. But the other thing that I like to tell my pupils is keep steering until you see the car straighten up. And what I mean by that is that you will stop the movement either towards or away from the curb. I'll show you that practically shortly. But yeah, we straighten up out the back window if possible. If there's some people who maybe struggle seeing the curb out the back window, and that's very common nowadays with the height of the back of modern cars. If you're struggling doing that, there's no problem with glancing in your left mirror to try and find where to straighten up. But remember, we can't sit staring at it all the time. And what you'll need to do is, as you're coming back next to the curb, wait till often the door handle, or whether it be the front or the rear door handle on your car, falls off the curb or comes off the curb back onto the road surface, or if you've seen that you're parallel with the curb or just before you parallel, that's when to straighten your wheels up.